How's it going, everyone? Here we got the dollar, and it started to bounce today. Up quite a bit, but it got rejected by the 8 still. So let's see what happens. It is going into previous lows over here. Look out below. Previous lows could break down, but looks like a pretty good double bottom for the daily. For the week, putting in a nice reversal bar. So we'll see what happens tomorrow at the end of the week. But all in all, it came back down into support and bounced. So S&P. Looks like for the daily, a little sluggish, a little spinning top, a little indecision. Nice breakout, reverse head and shoulders, flat top break. For the week, it's closing up near its highs. No reversal bar there. Let's see. A little falling star there. So let's see what happens. Look for previous low breaks on S&P, as it could just come back down into support. Previous breaks. Looks like the Dow did just the opposite. Today the Dow, here's a reverse head and shoulders. Saved by the bell. Previous high breaks, took a ride outside the channel. S&P was down, and the Dow was up, so a little topsy-turvy. Let's see if we can find a reversal bar. Here's a reversal and then a bearish retracement. A little top heavy still. Consolidating. As it should. Plenty of support down where it broke. Look for head fakes, as this could be the left shoulder, the head, and then a quick right shoulder. Anything could happen. It just looks straight up to me, and no telling where it's going. Pretty nice pop at the 20,000 mark. Little indecision on the 4-hour. See how tomorrow closes for the week. So far closing near its highs. Pretty just straight up since the election. NASDAQ, same thing, up and away. Got a big gap to fill, no reversal bar on the daily. Weekly's closing near its highs. Way above 5,000 now. Pretty nice. Looks like on an hourly it's putting in a double top. It did cross below. Look for previous low breaks, as it could come down into support or cover the gap. But it still has support. It still has support. Through time, price crossed over the 8. Always want to stay above the 8. But it looks like a little sideways action. It's not confirmed until it breaks down. There's a NASDAQ falling star on a 4-hour chart. So there you go. See how that plays out. Look for previous low breaks confirming that falling star on a 4-hour. So on a 4-hour chart, the breakdown would have to last for 4 hours to confirm. So don't see anything else other than the fact it closed below the 8 on the hourly. Daily looks pretty healthy. If that would have closed, it just closed a little bit higher up. Could be a continuation tomorrow, but it looks like it got rejected. I think it's at all-time highs, so there's really no way to know where it's headed when it's going all-time highs. And you can see how straight up that is. I have to wait for those reversal bars to confirm. Right now it's just going straight up. Pretty nice breakout from here. Came back in. Previous high break, came back in, popped. Pretty sluggish. And then it just finally got some wheels. Gold on a daily. We have the double top, closed below the 8, and we bounced yesterday, but we came through today. Looks like a stair-step action. Is it likely to come back all the way down to the previous break? I'm showing support right here at 1180. All the way down 1170, and then if it wants to come down all the way to previous break, all the way down to 1160. So can it come down? Oh yeah. Healthy retracements are good. On a weekly, we wanted to close up in this area, but it looks like the right shoulder is going to be coming in. Waiting for that 8 to churn. Let's see if that double top will last for the rest of the week. Maybe it'll close all the way up. You never know. But it could just come all the way back down into support where the previous break is. Use the 8 as your support on a weekly. The 8 on the weekly is the 34 on a daily. And let's see if we can find anything that's churning around for us. There's a little consolidation there. Gold hourly. Looks like another reverse head and shoulders, and it popped at the 8, and now it's like an accumulation factor right here on the right shoulder. So is that the bottom for the week? Hope so. See if we can get it back above 12. But that's a pretty good accumulation consolidation right there. See how it turns out. Look for previous high breaks. Look for resistance into previous lows, right where 12 is. Hopefully we can get into previous lows and pop tomorrow. Tomorrow's the end of the week. So if we can close that, the weekly candle, it has a double top and it broke previous lows. So it came down. It's coming down into previous highs right now. Let's see if it'll churn here. Close all the way up, make a nice hammer right over that 13. That would be pretty cool. Silver. You can see the reverse head and shoulders. Let's get that right shoulder working. It could come all the way back down into support. We closed below the 13. Yesterday we came into the 13 and bounced. Today we came through the 13 and bearish retraced on a daily. So it certainly could come all the way back down into support, but let's just take a look at the weekly. Hopefully that right shoulder is going to be a quick one. The left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Hopefully it'll be the 1, 2, and then the return punch. But again, that 8 needs to come back around. So it might need a little time and some kind of maybe a stair step into the 8. But we got rejected by the 13, so let's turn that around by the end of the week, by the end of tomorrow. Otherwise, this might take a few days to come into support. Let's see if we can find anything to churn. Some kind of accumulation on that end of the day. It's like an inverted hammer. Four-hour. It's like it's holding support. Came into the 8, got rejected, made an inverted hammer. Let's see if this thing will open up, catch support tomorrow. Lots of legs pointing down. So that means price wants to go up. But we are working with that double top. Closed above the 8, came into the 13, bounced, went through the 13 and bearish retraced. Let's see if support over here will hold. I got support all the way down to previous breaks. Hopefully it won't come all the way down, but you never know. Look at the hourly. Looking for some kind of reversal. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders on the 15-minute. It's an hour. I got nothing much going on the hourly chart. Need to close above previous lows. Look for previous low breaks. For the week, we need to close up and above the 13 if we can. But we got a right shoulder forming now. Made a double top. Let's see how short and sweet that churn will be. It's doing its thing. Looks like copper came back down. Fighting to support, bounced. Oh, no bounce. We had a 3-bar pattern. Watch for that on the downside. So it looks like it got rejected on the top again. So it came up to the top, came up to the top, came up to the top, came up to the top again. Looking for a flat top break as it's getting tighter and tighter, but things do fail. So looking for a flat top break above previous high. So let's see if we can get above there. But it definitely got rejected today. Maybe just a throwback head fake. But we'd really like to get copper, gold, and silver all to run together. And it looks like silver and gold are consolidating. So no reason why this can't consolidate too. Copper had a nice run up anyways. Let's see. Yeah, pretty nice run up. So it's having a little trouble. It's at It's definitely got a double top now, so be careful on the downside. We got the range ending at 240, 245. So we'll see what happens. One more day of trading for the week. And for the month, I thought for sure we'd get a 1-2 punch out of that. But the month is closing. Let's see what happens. Be really nice at the end of the month, closing above that flat top there, the copper. Let's see if we can find anything. Pretty nasty drop off there. It's got plenty of room. Come down into support. Keep that line. It's closing on its lows. For the week, it's putting in a reversal bar as well. Looks like the top is going to win. See if it'll come down to 245. Bitcoin, looks like Bitcoin's doing good. That 8 come across. Going to take out this reversal bar. Looks like we closed just above today. Came across the 8 and 13. Came back into the 8 and 13. Now it's bouncing. Look for previous high breaks. I got a previous high over here. It needs to break that first. And that's where the resistance is now. And then I got a flat top break at 940. So pretty healthy. Looks like crude is just on a tether still. It's a daily chart. Pretty steep line going up. Still hanging on by a tether. See what happens. Tomorrow's a weekly close. Very important weekly closes. Shanghai Composite still doing that consolidation thing. Nice. Doing its thing after the reversal bar. Pretty shaky in here, but then it broke previous highs. And it's off to the races. Look for previous high breaks at 3170. Closing above previous highs, we got plenty of support coming in. We got this high, we got this high, and we got this range. Pretty nice. Nice double bottom. Look for previous high breaks. Little flat top coming in. 10-year Treasury. Pretty nice action. Came down to a double bottom, came through, came all the way back down, came through, came into support. Looks like it covered that gap once again. So just fill in the holes. Set support. See if it'll keep going. See that 8 coming across. Nice J curve. Looks like I got rejected on the weekly. See if that'll keep going. Closing above the 8 on the weekly is very important. A bunch of indecision going on the monthly. Nikkei. Nice rounded bottom there. Broke previous highs. Monthly looks good. Damn. Nice continuation that's turned into a hammer. See if the weekly will close out. Looks like a bearish retraced and broke that real quick. I got the W bottom right there. Broke previous highs, negating the bearish retracements. Coal coming back into support on a daily. Nice double bottom, crossed. Came back in as a bullish retracement. Still closing above the 8 on a weekly. See if that'll do some work by tomorrow. Cliff still hanging in. That looks like a bearish pattern on top though. Lower highs. Looks like the daily is on a tether. It's gapping into resistance though and filling in all day. So it's accumulating. Those are accumulation moves. Gapping up and closing in. Gapping up and closing in. Hopefully for the week, closes above the 8. Closes outside that pattern, maybe even above previous highs. But that trend line is down on that top pattern. So we'll see how that turns out tomorrow. It's got to make a higher high. Previous high break, higher high. GDX coming into support, letting that 8 come across. Let's see. Coming back into the pattern. Huge whipsaw on GDX. So far, a falling star. Because it's above support, could be construed as a inverted hammer, but let's see if this thing will come back into support. Let that 8 come across. See if we can get the price and 8 splashing. Nice right shoulder coming in, holding the line on GDXJ. So that looks just like it's supposed to be doing. Daily's holding the line. See how tomorrow holds up. Not much to see here, it's just the same, coming back into support. Broke 13, coming back into support. Holding that right shoulder. Certainly could come in and make a deeper cut on the right shoulder. Somehow meeting the 8 along the way. But for now, it's holding the shoulder. It is closing on its lows though for the week. Closed on its lows during the day. That's a falling star. Let's see if it's coming into support on that line. That line is held this whole time. Hopefully it holds. So bottom of the pattern. Hopefully it'll turn around. Nuggets. Like a bunch of gaps. Still holding the line. Could come back into support. You got the left shoulder. And now the right shoulder. Came into previous lows and got rejected. We got a falling star. Could be an inverted hammer. Let's see how the week turns out. Inverted hammer over the 13. That's pretty nice. JNUG closing below 8. Holding the line though. Still holding the line. See that whipsaw come in Now it's all the way back down at the bottom half of the pattern channel. See if it'll hold. Got one more day of trading for the week. Got some uranium. Looks like it popped today. See how the week's doing. Closing above that balance line. Very nice pop. See if it'll close that balance line for the month above that 34. Very nice move. Penny stock. NAK looks like it's getting rejected by the 3. Oops. That's a nasty reversal bar there on the daily. Looks like it came into support right now. See how the week closes. And there we have the reversal bar again. Falling stars. Nice run on NAK. No telling where it's going to go from here, but the monthly definitely crossed over that 34, came back into support, and then took off on the flat top break from $1. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. GFI, let's see how these monthlies are closing. Huge reversal. Reverse head and shoulders, taking that right shoulder all the way back. We got a reversal here so far. Monthly uranium. Same, looks like a little rejection coming in. Didn't hit previous lows yet, so maybe just a throwback from the previous break. So next stop is previous lows, if it can handle it. See how tomorrow closes. Could close all the way back into the pattern. Still watching URRE. Like to catch a ride on this on the next break. Still having trouble getting over that balance point. Oops. Could be a nice monthly close inverted hammer. And for the day, let's see. Still trying. Move our little thingy now. Could definitely come over. Looks like that's turning over. Pretty nice run. It's gonna close. You can feel that gap sometime. But it just looks like it hasn't closed above the 8 for so long. The 8's turning over, so we're bouncing off the 13, but the 8's turning over. Came down in, popped, popped, lower, lower, lower. It's definitely gearing up for something, up or down. We'll have to make a decision soon as the pattern is coming to a close. Another uranium. Looks like we got a pop out of this. Nice consolidation, accumulation right there. Pop. Came all the way back in. So bullish retracement, good. Buy into support. Weekly, on the other hand, is little spinning tops. Indecision. Got a higher high. Needs to break previous highs. That 8's way down here too. So could it come down? Absolutely. Let's see. Daily's holding on. Looks like a bullish retracement back into support after the break. I think this one's still waiting too. It is holding the line, but at any moment it could just fall over, as it had a huge run up, and then so it's going to do one of these things. You never know. Watch for previous high breaks. Everything came down, huh? I don't like that chart. I can't get any reading on it. KGC, let's keep to the monthlies on these. These are the ones I wanted to keep on the monthly. We got a few more days for the monthly to close out. So we need that monthly to close above previous highs. Right now, this one came back into support. Nice bullish retracement all the way back into support. The bounce, to keep this bounce confirming above previous high. SVBL, looks like that came back a little bit. Really like that chart pattern there on the monthly. Came into and then accumulated all the way into the 8 and then bounced. Monthly's got to close above previous highs to keep this thing going. So, got just a few more days left. Nice bullish retracement back in, double bottomed. So daily looks good. Weekly popped, came back into support. Let's see if we can get this closing above the 34. But again, on the weekly, it could just take another stair step into the 8 and then bounce. Right now, the 13 is holding. UBQU. This is software churned hemp. I think today it ran all the way up to, it gapped open to 4 and then closed all the way in. All the way to previous breaks. So a little bullish retracement. Lots of head fakes going on. A huge range. Let's see. Can we find it? So I think it gapped open. Or did it run open? I don't know. It's not showing that after hours. Let's see. Anywho, it was all the way at 4 and it closed all the way back in today. So a huge throwback. Thought yesterday was a throwback, today is even worse. Working a double bottom and a whipsaw now. Who's going to win? Follow that line all the way up. Hourly needs to be a little bit more healthy. But it looks like it bearish retraced and then bounced. Indecision like. Need to close above previous highs. Always, always, always. Keep this thing running. Monthly is my chart on this. like that cross right over the trend line on the downside. That was a, let's call it a couple years old trend line. I'm hoping to get into resistance up in this area for the end of the month. So we can tap that area. That's my goal. It's like 6 is the spot. PJZ, see if we can close above $1 for the month. Still in that channel. Inverted hammer, came back into resistance, got rejected. Hanging 10 for the month. Not much going on, just a lot of retracing. No bullishness going on. Looks like a little bearish on the daily. Get a thin line of support here. Looks like it crossed. Bearish retrace, cross, bearish retrace. Let's see if that can hold as a higher low double bottom instead. EXK, again, we have to close the month above previous highs. So now that the retracement's coming in, all these are having just a little bit of a hard time. Once we were above the 8, now we're below on a monthly. Huge bullish retracement though, no doubt. Let's keep that 3-bar pattern working. Huge bullish retracement. We got a 2-bar reversal on the monthly. Let's see if we can hold it. IAG, bullish retracement, sideways action, double bottom. Look for flat top breaks. As this one looks pretty healthy above the 8. ADX, same thing, 3-bar pattern, right off support. This one came into resistance, bounced off the 13, 3-bar pattern working. See if we can close above previous highs on this one. Closing above the 8 would be awesome. Came into resistance, double topped, came into support. Let's see if we can get a better 3-bar pattern on this one. This one's flying high. It came cross and didn't come back into support, so it kind of 3-bar pattern working above, so a little bullish than the other ones. See if that 13 will hold for the rest of the month. Could be a bearish retracement back into resistance as it got rejected. And now it's forming a reversal bar. NGD, same thing. Let's get that 3-bar pattern working. Got a few more days left. Monthly charts. 3-bar pattern. Closing above previous highs. Closing above 50% of this candle right here would be awesome. Confirming a 3-bar pattern. Into support. Double bottom. 3-bar pattern. BTG. Three-bar pattern right there. Nice hammer, confirming. Let's see if we can confirm that hammer on a monthly chart. That'd be awesome. This one looks good. And PVG, same thing, 3-bar pattern working. Goro, same. Watch these things close out the month, and then next month will be bullish. That one's putting in AGI is putting in a reversal bar over support, a little inverted hammer. See how the month closes out. AXU, same thing. And the reason why I haven't touched Intrepid Potash is because I'm trying to stick to a theme, and the theme is precious metals. But here we go. Looks like we had a previous high break. Came in, closed above, closed below. 2-bar pattern here, bearish retrace there. Came all the way in. Got some bottom action right there. Closed above previous highs, took a ride, bullish retrace back in, and then you can see on a weekly that 2-bar pattern, bullish retracement, higher low, 2-bar pattern on the weekly. So yes, it is bullish, but these kind of patterns are a dime a dozen, and you can use what is it called, Stock Fetcher, to write a program to find those kind of breakouts on a weekly chart. So yeah, it is bullish. 2-bar pattern for the week. See if that'll close above previous highs. It's right there. So good go. Look for retracements back into support. Watch the reversal bars, and that's about it. Let's see how the week closes out, and then we got a couple days for the month to close out, same as usual. Donate if you can on my channel. Little PayPal button at the top. Please share, like, and comment, and let me know what's going on out there. I'll see ya.